Thank you for being here. Welcome to our daily English talks, which we often conduct every Wednesday. And welcome to all of you, Kayusi, Adam, and also Yoki here. We are going to, before I forgot, let me first introduce myself, but probably you all already know me. I'm Nana from Malaysia and currently a fresh graduate. I'll be your host for today's session with the topic of the story behind me. What's one thing people often get wrong about you? So we are going to talk about this topic. To explain a bit about this topic, okay, so we often hear the saying like, don't judge a book by its cover, right? But the truth is, many of us make first impressions without even realizing it. Sometimes we assume that a quiet person is like unfriendly, that a cheerful person has no problems, or that someone who is confident is never nervous. However, once we get to know people better, we often discover that our first impressions were completely different from who they really are. So every person has like a story that others may not see. The way we behave in public is only one small part of who we really are. So some people, they may appear quiet because they are shy, not because they are unfriendly, and others may seem serious, but they are actually very funny around close friends or something like that. And likewise, someone who is always smiling may still be dealing with some kind of challenges that no one actually knows about. And to make all of you guys comfortable here, I'm going to share a bit of my story for the question first. So for me, I think people often misunderstand me because they see me as a quiet and unfriendly person. I know I usually have a serious expression on my face, but it's not because I'm angry or don't want to talk to anyone. I'm just like a bit socially awkward, especially around people I don't know well. And I don't usually start the conversations first, so I tend to stay quiet and wait until others like approach me first. But trust me, once someone talks to me, I'm actually quite friendly, so I enjoy getting to know people and like having conversations with them. In fact, I think that's how I became friends with many of you here. I think someone actually took the first step to talk to me, so it's really nice to have that. And at the same time, I understand why people might have that first impression because I've experienced the same thing actually. Sometimes when I meet someone who is very quiet, I also wonder if they are unfriendly or if they are just serious or something. But after getting to know them, I often realize they're actually really nice. So I think this reminds us not to judge people too quickly. Every one of us has different personalities, and yeah, it should be understandable. It's important to give people a chance before making assumptions by yourself. Sometimes the quietest person in the room has a woman's personality. So yeah, we never know that. We just need to like take the first step and maybe probably say hello or something. Okay, so that is probably my story, a bit of my story. So I'm going to ask each of you next. So the first participant that I'm going to ask is Kak Yusi. Hello, Kak Yusi.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, so Kak Yusi, I'm going to ask you this question. Probably the same first question for all of you. What is one thing that people often get wrong about you?
Maybe in the first time they think about me if I unfriendly. I mean, I'm serious person. Yeah, I'm serious. Yes, for some people, I'm quite person, and I am always serious, being serious, and maybe because I save my energy just for important thing, because I have a lot of work, lot of duties, and then I got some pressure, some deadline, so I don't have many times to talk a lot with some people. and then I keep my time to discuss about important thing. If in office I always discuss about progress, work, yeah, something like that maybe. Because like that, some of them told me I'm serious person, but in another side, I also have good humor. Yeah, I mean I'm not always serious, just like that. Yeah, but yeah, it's fine. But it's fine. I think that is normal because if in office, yeah, we always discuss about progress, work, something like that. And when my friends make a joke or talk a lot, I just smile. Not because I don't want to join, but I keep my energy to finish my work, my duties on time, and yeah, following the deadline, something like that. Maybe because of the uh, the list of duties, uh, its uh, employer are different. I mean, my duties and their duties they're not same. That's why they can make a joke, talk a lot, but I cannot. I cannot. Yeah, uh, if in office, I always think about my job the first, how to finish that, how to finish that as the deadline. After I finish, so I have time to talk with the other with the other. Yes, I think that is the first and the second. Maybe because I always uh, silent. No, not always silent, but I always be patient, quiet. So if some people think if I'm always calm and never get angry, so sometimes they uh what's that? They pass the limit. I mean, they don't know about my boundaries, so they say the bad things, something like that, make me hurt, uh, and because they think if I never get angry, something like that, but that is wrong because I'm human. Even though I always keep silent and be patient, not because I don't care, because I just want to focus in important things, especially my work and my other projects. So if if some people want to fight with me or talk behind me, I never fight what's that? I never uh, I never apa ya bahasa Inggrisnya, melawan balik. I don't know in English. Oh yeah, I never fight back because I keep my energy to finish my work, my important thing, something like that. So I just skip that moment. But if they really make me hurt, if they if if they talk too much and really make me hurt or say bad about my 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 capability, my family, or my religion, I directly fight back, or I directly told them and remind them and say about my boundaries, something like that, so they will not do that again. I think like that. That is my experience. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer, Kak Yusi. I think I kind of understand that because, yeah, like I mentioned before, I'm also some kind of a person who is serious when I was like doing my work or something, doing my assignments. So people who saw me perhaps would think that I'm quite unfriendly. It's the same as you. You are busy with your work, so you wouldn't mind if people trying to joke around or trying to talk to you about it or something. So just until you finish your work, and then after that you can actually talk to them or something. And that's actually like our own personality, so people can't force us to like be distracted of our work and talk to them or something. But yeah, people should be understanding of each other's personality, so yeah, it happens. Okay, thank you so much guys for sharing your thoughts on this. I'll be back with your next question. Thank you. So let's move on to the next participant, which is hello Adam. Hi, am I audible? Yeah, you are completely audible. Thank you so much for asking I got the same question for you actually. What is one thing that people often get wrong about you? First of all, may I was that respond my misuses what is that? Misuses speaking? Is that possible? Yeah, I actually thought that Mrs. is also a serious person because she likes my lectures vibes, I think, because she used to post her job. So I thought, wow, she is so busy right now, so I may not disturb her or something like that. But because of she told us about she has her own jokes, so I think it's possible if we make a joke together, Miss. But well, talk about my what is that? Myself. Some people actually told me that I was an extrovert person because I always talk about anything. I can talk about politics, economics, and etc. with my friends, of course. But I'm sorry. But when I have to, honestly, it's really hard for me to make an interaction with other people. It's because my energy is really uncomfortable. I think it's tiring for me because I don't know, when I have to talk about my friends or something like that. I have to think more about their preference, their reason, or yeah, anything about they're thinking about. So I think I have to think more before I have to speak with them. So it's really tiring for me, and I usually try to go to somewhere with myself because it's more comfortable for me, because I know a lot of people know that I'm really noisy, I'm talkative or something like that, but I am actually not an extrovert person, and I'm trying to be kind with other people. I'm trying to realize another person preference. So I don't want to like other people like have different preferences because of me. It's like I want to, what is that? I want to be honest with other people, so I try to think first before I speak about my friends or my lecturers and the others. I think it's better for me. I think. Yeah, I can just like because I don't know what should I have to say. I didn't prepare anything. Sorry. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so based on your answer, I will say that you assume yourself as someone who's no, everyone else assume you as someone who's an extrovert. For example, like they assume you talk a lot, joke a lot, and it's something that yeah, people are normally comfortable about. But you have to think a lot about other people's thoughts or maybe opinions about you before you actually answer the question or something. So it's actually kind of yeah, kind of different actually. I thought that someone who is extrovert, they just blurt out everything that they thought. So it's kind of different from what I think because normally only introvert talk too long about how what answer of other people. So yeah, it's actually to actually know about each people's personality and how they respond to the situation and so on. But yeah, the impression of people about you is that they are they thought that you actually talk a lot and also yeah, basically they're just comfortable with you. So in that matter, you just need to like maybe answer like very nicely as you thought, so that people won't get something wrong about you. So I kind of understand that. Thank you so much, Aaron, for sharing your thoughts on this. And I will be back to you for the next question. Thank you, Aaron. And let's move on to the next participant, which is Yogi. Hello, Yogi. Are you there?
Hello.
I can
Can
hear
you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. So great. Thank you, and thank you all for giving me the chance to share myself. Yeah. So that's a sad question, right? Like the question is
Yeah.
what's one thing people ask get wrong about me? Yeah, I think it's a really interesting question, but first impression you don't always show who we really are. And one thing people often get wrong about me is that they think I'm outgoing all the time. Since I'm usually calm, cheerful, and I like making people laugh, they assume I'm naturally very social, but some people even think I'm really smart, but honestly, I'm just someone who enjoys learning new things. And people also think it's easy for me to fit in with different groups. In a way, that's true, but it's mostly because I try to make everyone feel comfortable around me. I like creating a friendly atmosphere so people can relax and enjoy the conversation. Another thing people don't realize is that even though they often see me with friends, I actually spend a lot of time by myself to recharge. Being around people for too long or staying in a crowded place can drain my energy. Even when I'm with a group, I'm usually not the one talking all the time. Unless I have something to say, I prefer listening. I enjoy hearing other people's stories and perspectives more than being the center of attention. Yeah, people also think I never get angry. That's not really true. I do get upset sometimes. I just don't like spending too much time or energy on things I can change. I rather understand the situation, look for a solution, and move on. Then I just look at the what cause. I actually looking for the problem solving. So I guess I'm a little different from what people see at first. I enjoy connecting with people, but I also value my quiet time. I like making others feel comfortable, and I prefer listening over talking, and I will always try to focus on learning, understanding, and I guess finding a solution. So yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you for listening. It's not different from you all to tell to us before, and I hope this helps you get to know me a little better. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Yustana.
Okay, thank you so much, Sergey, for your answer. By the way, I would like to apologize beforehand because of the noisy atmosphere around me because it's raining here. But I listened to your answer, Yogi. You also have like the same kind of, also the kind of experience as see, and also I remain this term. Like people often think of you as someone who is outgoing and yeah, someone who actually listen to everything that they talk about. You prefer listening rather than just talking to people. So yeah, those kind of impression, I think it's a good thing because they, how do I say it? So like they thought of you as someone who is reliable to talk to, be friend with. So it's actually very nice that you told us that kind of story. And thank you so much, Sergey, for telling us all that. Anything else, Sergey?
No, I'm just
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. I will be back to you for the next question. Thank you. And let's move on to the next participant, which is Ibnu. Hello, Ibnu.
very much.
Okay, so Ibnu, the same question, I suppose. What is one thing people often misunderstand about you?
Right, same question, right? So, as a teacher, I live in so many people, like so many kinds of, and actually there are many perceptions about me that is wrong. And yeah, people so often misunderstand about my life, and I just want to tell two things about their misunderstanding about me. The first is about how I look at my teaching style. Yeah, people sometimes think that I don't like all the trends. Because yeah, there are many young people as a teacher. Yeah, but I don't follow the trend, so that's why maybe they are afraid of me, or they think that I am complacent. I just wear same clothes, not really the same clothes, but I never buy new clothes. It's really rare. I don't want to buy clothes. I just wear my own clothes because I think it's really comfortable. Yeah, and yeah, I think I like these clothes. That's why I wear it. But sometimes people don't understand it, and they ask me why I just wear the same clothes that they. And the second is that they think that I have a lonely person. I don't find maybe, yeah. But they ask me sometimes why don't find a girlfriend. Actually, I feel comfortable. I'm fine. I'm fine with myself. I just want to tell them that in this world there are some people who are really fine with themselves, and yeah, some people don't feel comfortable with their partner. I mean, maybe they think I am not a normal person, but actually I'm really normal. I'm attracted to a girl, but I think for now I'm really comfortable and I'm fine with myself. And I just want to tell them that there are some people in this world who are fine. They're sounds. Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer as well. So based on your answer, actually your voice is kind of, I don't know, maybe because of the earpods or something that you're wearing. So your voice isn't really clear, but I got your point. So the first one is like people like assume that you are not like following the trend. They were asking like, how are you wearing the same shirts every day? It's just because you like it. So it doesn't actually matter in the eyes of others. Like they shouldn't actually mind actually about that. I was like kind of taken back with your answer because yeah, that kind of things actually happens a lot when people assume us as not following things like that, or they assume us as a boring person who don't follow the trend or something. Yeah, it's kind of like annoying. And the second one is that they presume you to be like a lonely person just because you don't have a partner. So I don't think it's something that should be talked about actually because yeah, each people have different kind of perspective on these kind of things, or each people have their own choices or something. So other people should not be assuming us this and that. So I kind of understand that kind of feeling. Okay, thank you so much, Ibnu, for sharing that story with us. Okay, thank you. So let me move on to the other participant, and thank you so much, Ibnu. I'll be back to you for the next question. And let's move on to Adiba. Hello, Adiba, are you there?
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, Adiba. Okay, so how about you, Adiba? What is one thing people often get wrong about you?
People often get wrong about me. They think that I always happy because yeah, I always easy to laugh. I always easy to laughing, and sometimes make a joke with them like this. So I smile a lot, laugh during our conversation, and try to say laugh, making a joke like this. But that people assume everything in my life like going well, but the truth is there's only what they can see in the outside. So yeah, sometimes my friend said that to be Adiba is really nice. It's like there is a problem with the one thing. Sometimes there's problem, or there's no problem, but always she always happy. Not like this, right? So like everyone say about like this. So as you know, I have a day when I feel like stressed, exhausted, disappointed. Sometimes I overthink. Sometimes I feel like giving up. The difference is I don't always show it. So keeping everything in myself is exciting. So there are moments when I really want to talk to someone, but I don't even know who to share my feeling with. So instead I keep them inside, and I tell myself that everything will be okay. So it's not because I don't trust people. Sometimes I just don't want to feel like a burden or make everyone like worry about me, and I don't want people see I'm like a witness like this. And from that I learned that not every battle is visible. So some people smile while carrying pain that no one knows about. So just because someone look fine doesn't mean they are. So that's why I try not to like judge people too quickly. A smile doesn't always tell the whole story. So sometimes the happiest person in the room is the one carrying the happiest stuff. So I think that's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Adiba. That was beautiful. Actually, I kind of relate to your situation because, yeah, I really hate it when people assume that we're just going to be happy all the time. It's not right, actually. Sometimes, yeah, people have different kind of emotion, different kind of moods whenever things happen, right? So they shouldn't be assuming us to be smiling all the time. Like people have their own problems, people have things that maybe other people don't know about. So it's okay to feel slightly maybe serious sometimes, or maybe slightly sad sometimes. Doesn't mean that we are having a huge problem or something. We can't be smiling all the time, actually. So I kind of understand that people also assume the same thing as me sometimes when I was like very happy at like a long time and suddenly I wasn't smiling, they will be asking me why are you like this or something like that. So it's kind of annoying. Why can't we be free to express our feelings? So yeah, I totally agree with you, Adiba. Thank you so much for sharing that story first, by the way. Okay, so Adiba, thank you so much. I'll be back to you for the next questions. Thank you for sharing, Adiba. Okay, now let's move on to the next participant. I think it's I'm not sure who it is. It's the number from I think maybe Kyrgyzstan. Kak Yusi, do you know who that might be?
Yeah, he is Rias. Rias.
Rias? Hello, Rias. Rias,
Hello,
is it right?
everyone.
Hello. So, Rias,
Hello.
is it how would you pronounce your name? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Elias? Okay, I got it. Elias. Okay, so I guess the same question for you as well, Elias. The topic is the story behind me. What's one thing people often get wrong about you? So, would you mind sharing with us what is one thing people often misunderstood about you?
Okay, that's an interesting question. I think people could take me as a really calm person, and sometimes they use it out. They use my kindness sometimes, and calmness as well, and as well they support that really serious one because I don't tend to show my emotions. I barely laugh. Oppositely, as a baby person that she is laughing all the time. But if somebody will have a look at my face, they will think that I'm upset or something like that. But that does, that doesn't mean that I don't know how to make jokes. I don't like making jokes with people. It's kind of sarcastic way, but I don't do that often, and I appreciate somebody's boards, and I like when people do the same to me. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Elias, for your answer. So basically, well, actually, I can tell from your voice, you are maybe my first impression for you as well is that you are a calm person because of your voice. Your voice sounds so calm, and I guess that's how other people assume you to be like a nice and calm person all the time because you don't seem to be bothered by them or making like jokes or something. So, and your expression perhaps make another point, which is your expressions sometimes seem to be upset, like you said. But yeah, I think there are lots of people who basically seems like that. They show off as like unfriendly people. They show off like some kind of unfriendly because of their facial expression or something. But actually, they are very warm. They are very nice inside. So I believe you are also like that. As you said, you also did joke around sometimes, but maybe people just don't get the point because you kind of seem calm and serious all the time. So maybe people wouldn't actually like believe that side of you. So yeah, I kind of understand that.
Well, I can say about myself that I'm really a nervous person, so all the time. So all the time I used to subdue my emotions and try to act as calm as I can, yes. That's why, and even my voice, something like that, it seemed like very calm. Many people tell me, like, your voice is really calm. When I listen to myself, well, yeah, when you speak, you hear yourself differently, but when you record yourself and listen to it up and analyze it how it sounds like it's so well I wanna sleep out of the sound of my own voice,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Basically, it's because of your voice. Sometimes people kind of misunderstood that you are calm. Same as me, I also thought that way at first. But I believe that there are some other sides from you that we wouldn't know because we never met you in person. So
No, actually,
probably.
if you would see me, you could say the same thing.
Oh, really?
After.
So probably that's just you. Okay, but yeah, there are also people like that. That's just your personality. That's just yourself. So you couldn't actually change it. So I kind of understand it. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Elias. It was very nice, actually. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'll be back to you for the next question later if we have more time. And let's move on to the next participant. I saw Mr. Andy joining here. Hello, Mr. Andy.
Hello, Nana, and all of my friends.
Okay, hello. So, Mr. Andy, the topic for today is the story behind me. What is one thing people often get wrong about you? So, do you have anything you like to say about this topic? Like, what is one thing people often misunderstood about you?
Okay, thank you, Nana. I think first impression can be misleading, and I don't talk much when I meet new people. So, and for me, maybe sometimes people think I don't want to be friends, but after they know me, they realize I'm actually friendly. Nana.
Okay. I think your story is very similar to most of us here because yeah, sometimes our expression shows off as someone who probably unfriendly towards people, but they just don't know us well yet, so they don't know that we are actually very nice inside. So probably when they actually say hi first or they talk to you first, you will probably be more friendly and you will, yeah, talk a lot to them and so on. So it's kind of understandable. Okay, so yeah, anything else you'd like to say, Mr. Andy? Mm-hmm.
I think I learned to be more open and not judge other people based on first impression. Nana. That's all.
Okay, yeah, I do agree with you. I totally agree. We should not judge people just based on the first impression we got on them. So yeah, I do agree. Thank you so much, Mr. Andy. That's a huge lesson for today's topic. Thank you. And I guess that will be all for the first round. I'm going to move on to the next question. Okay, the questions will be different for each and one of you for the second question. Okay, so I'm going back to Arum. Hello, Arum. Are you still there?
Yeah, here.
Okay, you took a long round, right? Okay, so the next question for you, I'm going to ask you this. Okay, do you think first impressions are usually accurate?
That's actually not accurate because most of people, as I told you, most of people guess me that I'm really an extrovert this turn because I always reach out to other people. It's like, hi, good afternoon, how's life today, blah 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 blah, and it's actually makes me tiring because I don't know, it's really hard for me to make an interaction. If it's possible, I don't want to interact with the other person because I'm so lazy actually, but because I have to do a lot of things with them, I have to do such as discussion and then teamwork and the other activities, right? So that's why I have to manage my emotion, my time management, and etc. Of course, it makes me tiring because I have to understand what another people think, the other people point of views. So yeah, I have to think a lot of point of view because of them, and I'm afraid if I thought something wrong and they got angry with me or feels bad. So I'm trying to not
talking personality. I mean, like, yeah, we are talking, but we don't talk too much. It's like I don't want to make a personal conversation. Is because if I have to respond them, it's really hard for me to know their own capabilities, their own perspective, and etc. So I think they or people should make more interaction before they knows about you. I think that's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I do agree with you as well, because sometimes when we have like some kind of first impressions with someone, it's not actually accurate. We might assume them as someone who is like very unfriendly or something. Like people often misunderstood about me, but actually when we actually get to know them better, we have a lot of interaction with them. Like you said, we can actually get to know each other better. Like we know how their personality through is when we actually interact with them a lot. So why not getting to know them better instead of just judging from afar just because you have a different kind of first impressions with them. So yeah, I totally agree with you. Thank you so much, Arun, for sharing that with us. Okay, so now let's move on to Yogi again. Hello, Yogi, are you still there?
Hello.
Okay, hello. Yeah. Okay, so Yogi, the next question for you. Do you usually try to correct people's misunderstandings, or do you just let them think what they want?
Yeah, it's different. It really depends on the situation. For me, it's also different on my energy level. If I have enough energy, I usually to correct that misunderstanding. Then the focus to my group. I will try to make the people know what I mean. Then, but if I'm already tired or my mentally are trying making people to know what I mean, maybe I can explain in another time. So it feels like a little awkward because I need more time to yeah. I think it's make people know what I mean to explain, but it's different. It's a close friend or not, because if I just meet someone with in the first meet, so I'm not to try to oversharing to know about me, and I'm not to try to correct what should I have to explain. Yeah, so it's different situation and different is it my family or my friends or people is not actually close with me. Yeah, maybe it's my opinion, Miss Nana.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Well, actually, I kind of understand you because, yeah, I used to be the one person who actually tried to correct people's misunderstanding all the time because, yeah, of course, I would like to people to understand me better or something like that. But when I think about it more, when I grew up and realized that it's too tiring to actually correct them all the time, so I just let it be and let them like clear it up by themselves. But if it's really like important, if it's really like how do I say this, like urgent or something, I would correct them probably. And yeah, sometimes I would just let them think what they want, like you. Like yeah, sometimes we do have, when we have time, when we're not tired to explain ourselves, like we would do that. But sometimes you just let them think what they want. Okay, thank you so much, Yogi, for your answer. It was really great. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you. That's true.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on to the next participant, which is Ibnu. Hello, Ibnu. Are you still there?
Well,
Okay.
there.
Okay, so Ibnu, the question for you: how did you feel when someone misunderstood you?
Well, so I think when people misunderstand me, yeah, it's because maybe or not maybe, they always have a reason to misunderstand. It can be from their education, education background, or their childhood, their religion. Maybe I don't know. It can be from anywhere. Yeah, it must be from anywhere. From they have so many reasons for their misunderstanding. It's it's always from their background, or I'm sorry, this is so crowded here. There is maybe a drum band in front of my house. It's it's really noisy.
No, no
I'm so sorry.
problem. No problem. I heard nothing from the background.
Well, when people have their own ideology, I think it's really difficult to change it. So I would rather change what I can change. I mean, the situation around me, I just change it. I don't I don't I don't try to change what people think, because it's really difficult or maybe impossible. Because yeah, it's their ideology and I have ideology, my own ideology. So it's really, I think it's impossible to make them have the same ideology, just like me. Yeah, I think that's it, Nana.
Okay, I got it. Okay, yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, we can't ever change someone's perspective on what we are doing or something. It's not like people. It's not like all people have the same kind of perspective on something. Like, we don't have same thoughts. We have different kind of perspective, personalities, opinions, and so on. So it's impossible actually to have them think the same way we think. So yeah, just let them be, let them think whatever they want. And sometimes if you just feel like you want to correct them or something, you just do it, like Yogi said earlier. So yeah, I kind of agree with you with that. Okay, thank you so much, Ibnu, for sharing that answer with us. I like the way you said that. Yeah, people have different kind of opinions on something, so we can't change the perspective on something. So yeah, I totally agree. Thank you so much, Ibnu, for your answer. And let's move on to Adiba. Hello, Adiba, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so Adiba, the question for you is it important to take I'm sorry, is it important to care about what people think of you?
I think not really, because sometimes when people like about our problem like this, what they do, and like what they want to do, just listening or what. So I think it's not. I think not really important to know about it. I just it's okay to like they think that I'm always happy, blah blah. Because when sometimes when I try to explain them about my feeling, about what happened to me, sometimes they said like, you always complain, you are not grateful, blah blah. So it's okay. So apart from that, I try to stop now. I mean, not to share to people or my friends like this. So I try to keep it silent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so like it's because of the way you. I'm sorry. I couldn't listen properly actually because of the rain. But did you say that you only share the problems about what you think, like problems with other people when they actually care about what you think? Is that right? Or did I misheard
Yeah.
you? Okay. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, but sometimes, not all people, not, some of them like understand about what my feeling. I mean, like when I tell, tell them what happened to me like this. Sometimes they always like respond like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The response is make me feel like I think again, I think 1,000 again, like they always like say, anyway, I'm not good girl. You always like complaining, blah 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 blah. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that
Yeah.
because sometimes people when we talk to people about our own like maybe mind or something, not all people will respond it in a nice way. Sometimes they will just judge it like they will say it's not like something important or something. So it's not really is a need to actually care about what other people think about us. You just be sure of ourselves so that just that like we're being ourselves, we don't need to care about others, right? Okay, so yeah, I kind of understand that feeling. Thank you so much, Adiba, for sharing that with us. I think we have some kind of similar experience when we were studying, I guess. Thank you, Adiba, for sharing that with us. Okay, so okay, so let's move on to the next participant. Elias. Hello, Elias. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, so Elias, the next question for you. How can we avoid judging people too quickly?
I have no idea about it because I tend to judge people from my first expression when I see them. I try to find something negative in them before finding something good on them. I don't know, maybe it's bad characteristic of mine, but anyways, I am like that. I can. I don't
So
know if I don't like somebody. When I see person for the first time, and if my first expression isn't good about it, well, sometimes it could be wrong further, but I usually try to avoid those people, and most of the time, those people, if I force myself to communicate with them anyway, gives me problems. Yes, it's kinda not all the time, but most of the time.
But what if you suddenly have a different thoughts about them? Maybe at first you think they give some kind of negative energy, but what if after that you realize they are actually not that bad? What will you do? Like, will you talk to them again or something?
Yes, many times it happened as well when I didn't like a person, but next I found that the person isn't much better as I presume about him, and I started talking, joking, and it used to go on normal conversation, something. But as I told you, I tend to judge people. I don't know, maybe it's great. I think it's prevention of further going problems, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, it's actually very normal for us to like judge people first before actually knowing them, because it happens to a lot of people when they just don't feel good about that person. They will have like some kind of negative energy around them or something. They will just avoid them because they judge them too quickly. So it's normal. Your feelings, the way of going through that situation is normal. So it's fine as long as after you knowing that they are not a problem, you still try to talk to them and you still try to joke with them. So it's nice. Okay, thank you so much, Elias. I'm sorry for your answer.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing that as well for us. And let's move on to the next participant, which is Mr. Andy. Hello, Mr. Andy, are you still there?
Yes, Nana.
Okay, so Mr. Andy, the question for you: how did you feel when someone misunderstood you?
Okay. I think when someone misunderstand me, maybe as a human I will feel sad, and then I stay calm first. Then I try to explain my thought politely and honestly. I also listen to their point of view because communication goes both ways. If I made a mistake, I'm not afraid to say sorry. If it is only a misunderstanding, I hope we can solve it by talking openly. I believe good communication can solve many problems. Nana.
Okay, that's very nice of you. You actually want to try to talk to them first before actually going to conclusion and some kind of like negative conclusion or something. So it's very nice because you try to communicate with them first, knowing why they misunderstood you first, and then try to solve the problems. And that's actually a good way, because some people, they don't actually do that. They kind of just jump into conclusion and then just be hating each other for no reason and something. So yeah, your method is actually a good way. Sometimes I'm not a calm person like you, so I would be the opposite from you, because sometimes when people kind of misunderstood me, I just just let it be, so that so because I was too quiet to even say anything. So based on the way you say it, yeah, I should have a better communication skills, I guess. Thank you, Mr. Andy, for your answer. Anything else you'd like to say, Mr. Andy?
Thank you, Miss Nana. I think that's all for me.
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for joining here. So I guess that will be all for today, because we've reached the time limit for 1 hour. And thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm quite surprised because a lot of you joined today. So yeah, but I really appreciate listening to all your stories and answers, and everything is just great listening to all, and I learned a lot from all of you. Thank you so much, Arum. Thank you, Yogi. Thank you, Ibnu. Thank you, Adiba. Thank you, Mr. Andy, and thank you, Elias, for joining today. It was really meaningful. It was such a great discussion for me. I learned a lot, and I hope you guys also learned something from this session, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, we have Alban here. Alban, you just joined here. Oh my gosh, we almost end this. Okay, since you're already here, let me just ask you one question before we end this. What is one thing that people often misunderstood about you?
To be honest, I think there's no. I just want to try to join this group again.
Oh, I see. So you just tried to join. Okay, so would you like to say something about it?
Let me, can you ask me again?
Okay. The topic today was about the people who misunderstood us. So, do you think there is anything that people often get wrong about you?
As far as I know, there is no. It doesn't exist.
Okay, so I guess you lead a very calm and peaceful life. Okay, thank you so much, Evan. Okay, by the way, we have already reached the end of the session, actually. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today, and I really appreciate it, like I said before. So, yeah, that will be all, I guess, for today. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope to see you in another opportunity. Thank you so much. Have a good day.